want to start it off? Just fire into a fucking hot one.
Oh man, it's a little bit different setup today. You want to fire off in the wings right now?
I think it'd be better off just start with it.
Should we just like try and fire the wings and just like see how long we can like talk on the podcast without taking a sip? Loser has to pay like $20.
All right, loser buys wings.
Yeah, it works.
All right.
All right. Anyways, while I'm getting it set up, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So, I think what we're gonna do on the podcast here and there is we're gonna try and do some like spicy challenges or something. Just because like I feel like spicy challenges are like one of the number one things that people struggle with is eating it. I think a lot of it has to do with it's definitely hot, but like there's definitely a mental aspect to it, and I'm all about the mental aspect, strengthening the brain and stuff like that. So we were gonna do the one chip challenge on here, but we couldn't find it. And it was like kind of like sporadic thing. It was like, yo, let's get this, let's get that. I was like, all right. Went to like Walmart and
Five Below.
Couldn't find it, so we're like, screw it. So we caught up like a wing place, found some hot wings, and the hot sauce on this is called what's it called?
Don't ask.
Don't ask. So caught up this place called Roosters. Roosters said they got it, just don't ask. So yeah, we got hot wings, but we got, as you guys can see, a side of don't ask. And let me just tell you, it's definitely hot. What is in this hot sauce? Do you remember?
It's ghost pepper and red pepper flake, I think, is the flavor profile of it.
Yeah, so it's hot. I don't know the scallions of it. I'm not like a hot expert on shit like that, but all I know is that you could smell it, and it definitely opens up your sinuses. So I guess challenges, first person to
anything to drink.
But you gotta hold the conversation, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta go flow, and I mean, you can't just like run out of the room, like, because then like I'll just have to talk, or someone's gonna have to talk about themselves. But we're gonna do this. Let's just break into this.
All right.
So
go, buddy.
we got a little table in front of us today. By the way, we're back in New York, guys. I'm back with Bryce today. It's snowing outside. Yo, while we're doing this, like, I figured like we could break it down since like I live from north. You live a little bit above me, obviously, but I want to talk about like the spawns difference between, because you like that's obviously tournament fished and went to ECU. There's different spawns from up north to like down south, so like it's totally different. And like I feel like some people don't realize that if they've never experienced it up north, or if they're from the north and never experienced it down south. So it's like totally different timing. So I feel like that'd be a cool thing to talk about.
Well, people are catching bedfish in Florida. I'm still sitting on the ice.
Yeah, and for you don't know what that means, like ice fishing the ice. It's different. It's cold.
Like you still find fish spawning here in late June, some years, and anywhere else in the country, pretty much, they're done. They're long done after that.
Yeah, so we get like pretty like late springs for that. Everyone's already on them, and we're barely getting on them. And then once we're getting on them, those fish are already moved and down south, right?
It's like if you played your cards right, you could drive from Florida and be bed fishing down there, work your way up to like the Carolinas, be bed fishing there. Next month, it's like there's like levels to it. I think there's a picture of a map. I'll send it to you so you can blow it up on screen now, but it like tells you which months are the spawn. Like obviously Florida happens twice, but then there's like bands of different regions in which months they spawn in, and we definitely have it the latest. I mean, St. Lawrence River, even in July they're catching bedfish.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like you tell somebody you're bedfishing in July, they wouldn't even believe you.
Yeah, and we also get like shorter fall fishing too here because it gets colder faster. So.
Oh yeah, fall's like.
It's like this.
It's here and gone.
If you miss a week on the lake fishing, you probably gonna lose the fish to where they're headed.
Yeah.
In the water. It's gonna take you a long time to figure it out for sure. This year I had a lot of trouble because I was off and on, just so busy, just doing stuff and not being able to get out in the water as fast as possible. But yeah, that'll definitely screw you up. I guess I don't know. down south probably got definitely a longer fall transition.
Yeah, for sure. Like they're still fishing down there now and catching fish now. Here it's getting tough because real cold. I mean, it's dumping snow outside right now. They don't really get that.
Yeah, I would show you, but the glare from the lights and stuff was. But it's pretty cool. I mean, we're getting probably about an inch of snow right now. I haven't seen snow yet, and I'm from PA, but we haven't gotten snow yet. Well, at least where I'm from, because I'm from like southeast PA. But probably Western PA, they definitely have gotten snow.
Can I take a sip before we start? Or is that cheating?
Yeah, bro, go ahead. You only got like a sip left in there, so like, dang, my phone is blowing up. Don't you know I'm running a podcast right now, guys? God dang. All right, let's just do this. How we want to do it? Like, do you want to just dip the wing in there, or?
Yeah, I think just dip it in there.
Dip it in there.
Don't ask and just go for it.
Damn.
So dark.
Yeah, it's dark. If I could give you guys a description of like what the hot sauce looks like right now, it's like a very dark, viscous, thing. You want to dip in, just put it on here, and then we'll go at the same time or something, or you want to like go first, get your reaction. Like a full dunk too. You can't be a bitch about it.
All right.
Like I could sniff it, bro, and I'm already sweating. Oh, pop Molly, I'm sweating. Dang. Yeah, this ain't no joke, guys. As you guys can see, probably. That's some shit right there.
All right, same time or?
Yeah, let's
just go for it.
All right, let's go. Are fucking hot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you know it's hot when you bite into it, and it has that. It's not hot. It's like punch you right in the fucking mouth hot. But it's kind of good.
I'm struggling already.
Later on, it might be not so good. Sorry if I'm tuning your ear. I'm eating a hot ass wing. The hiccups are coming in. I can feel them.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Give me a minute. I'll go for another one. I'm going to see how many I can eat on this podcast. If I think I can probably eat 5 of them. They are hot, but
That's rough.
I ate Atomic Wings like 2 weeks ago, and I ate 10 of them.
I've never had that.
That's fucking hot. That's actually good sauce though.
Yeah, it's
I wonder if they make that from scratch. I'm definitely sweating right now. I definitely want a sip of water.
Mm-hmm. My tongue's numb.
But I think the one chip challenge probably hotter. But we're gonna be doing some hot challenge reviews. If I could tell you on a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 6.5. Definitely has kick. I've had hotter though. It's definitely hot.
I haven't had anything this hot in a while.
Like I'm definitely heating up right now. Like I can feel it. I think I should go for another one, but we'll talk for a little bit before I do that. But yeah, so we've just been kind of just chilling this week. We haven't been able to, obviously can't really fish. Conditions are, I mean you can, but I like to enjoy fishing. If we're not doing a tournament or something like that, there's no reason for me to be out there.
Once your hands get cold,
there's nothing worse than cold hands, dude. You know what's worse than cold hands?
Wet and cold hands.
No, wet socks, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's probably the worst. If your socks that are wet, like I don't care if it's hot or cold, like your day is ruined.
Well, me and Woody almost sank the boat. I was pouring water out of my boot. It was full.
Yeah, that's why I don't wear socks. Like unless it's cold, I don't wear socks. If anybody knows me in the summertime, X-Tough boots, toe splitters, tennis shoes, no socks.
No socks and extra toughs?
Yeah, bro, because I'm like, I'm in the creek a lot. And I take the X-Tough in the creek because I usually take the flip-flops suck in the creek.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, wear the Crocs. I don't mess with Crocs, bro. I got the X-Toughs because my toes are covered. When there's rocks and it thickens, bro, a sharp rock can still get through them things. Need something reliable in there, especially when I'm like walking down like these, like there's big hills that I gotta get down and get in the creek. So like a Croc and stuff like that, it has room for like slipping in your foot, and you might roll your ankle.
It's like
But-
the flip flops too.
Yeah, exactly. The X Tufts, they got the full support. So I mean, I really enjoy the X Tufts. I think they do a really good job. I beat the shit out of them. I built my whole palm with them, like my whole video. It's just like me and my X Tufts.
Yeah, I destroyed a pair of the hook ones. They got like little pinholes in the top.
That's weird. It has to be something like a faulty manufacturer. I don't feel like you can really screw them up. I feel like everyone probably has the same formula. I mean, we haven't produced them yet, but I mean, it'd be a cool thing to do. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how you could really change them, but just by putting your own taste on them. But I really do enjoy the Extra Tufts.
Yeah, that's what I got now, and I've had no issue with them.
Yeah. I mean, I beat the hell out of them. I mean, mine are pretty beat up, but they still do the job done. So.
Yeah, that's what they're made for, right? Get beat up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
My mouth is on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking the other day. I was like, it would be a good topic to talk about because like this is like pretty good. Like, you ever get hit in the ankle by a scooter?
Oh yeah, of course. It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Would you rather get hit in the ankle by a scooter, or would you rather get freaking tased?
Oh, tased.
Like a razor
easily.
scooter.
Tased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had a taser on me right now.
I've been tased
Kinda-
before.
My mom sells tasers.
I've been tased. I don't know what the other one is. The lower one, the stun gun.
Yeah.
I've done that 100 times.
But dude, the razor scooter, like, oh no, this is what I was gonna say. Scratch that. Get hit in the ankle with a razor scooter,
Mm-hmm.
or in the dark stepping on a Lego.
Dark stepping on a Lego.
That hurts though. I've done
Oh,
that
yeah.
multiple times.
On like a wood floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd still take that over the razor
Like
scooter.
those like simple things that hurt like a motherfucker, dude. Like I used to get hit. I used to scooter. Like remember, like people do scooter, and I used to like do like tricks and stuff on them. The amount of times I caught a freaking deck to the freaking ankle, bro, is oh god,
But you'd rather that over a Lego.
dude. Those Legos hurt, bro. Right in the middle of your foot,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Like a big Lego, like a sharp ass edge Lego.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, but that razor scooter when that hits you just right.
What do you think about the best like chicken spot to go to? Like fast food chicken, like Popeyes, like Zaxby's, Cane's.
Probably Chick-fil-A.
Out of all the places, you're saying Chick-fil-A over Zaxby's?
Yeah, 100% over Zaxby's.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
You think Chick-fil-A is better than Zaxby's?
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Zaxby's.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, like Zaxby's is like supreme for me.
That same way with my cousin. He loves it.
But I'll tell you what, I did order Wingstop the other day. They got the atomic wings. They're pretty spicy, but they have these chicken sandwiches now, bro, and they juice them things up with some seasoning. So I haven't had them yet. My dad tasted they're pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. But I'd definitely say Chick-fil-A over Zaxby's.
I say this, and like a lot of people know that like I'm in health and fitness, and it's like, you eat that shit? I'm like, yeah, dude, I eat. Like, trust me, I eat. Had big eats.
We ate good last night.
Oh, dude, talk about that steak.
Dry aged ribeye.
Never had that. Like, honestly, I was never. I don't think I want to say I was like never fortunate enough to be able to eat that because like I just like that was never in our like. We would never go out to a steakhouse growing up. Like that's just not what we did. We barely even went out to dinner just because like we just don't really go out much as a family. And I'll tell you what, that was probably the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I'd say it was probably the best steak I ever had.
I'm a big steak guy, but that steak, I don't really. I wish we had Robbie on here to like be able to break down the taste flavor like how he did. But our friend Robbie's a chef, culinary chef.
Yeah.
He breaks down food. He's just like a food scientist, and he breaks down how the flavor actually tastes and can give you like an example. But I can't because I'm an idiot. And I dropped out of college, and I don't really know food like that. I just eat it and I consume it. I pay way too much money for it. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, we paid a lot last night, but
Put
it
it this
was
way.
worth it.
I paid for myself on a steak. Well, for my whole meal, we had like a pound of freaking a pound of spinach,
Broccoli, mushrooms and onions.
For one,
mashed
for
potatoes.
myself, should have been for like a date, like for like a female, like me and a female. But it was just myself. I felt weird about that because I've never done that before. It's like, it's definitely worth it. I just don't know if I could do that. Like, definitely couldn't do that consistently. I don't know how people would do that.
No, that was the most I ever spent on myself on dinner ever.
Like, put it this way. They had a steak on there alone for $165. I didn't get that one. My meal didn't even come out to that. But I thought about it. I did think about it.
I thought about it too, but I don't know. I wasn't pulling the trigger on that last night.
It's 40 ounces. I think I would have been down for the count. I ate a 25-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
And that was, dude, I struggled going out last night.
Yeah, it was definitely a heavy meal. It was super rich. Like, it was, I don't even know how to describe, like, the flavor of it.
Yeah.
It's something, like, you got to experience. Dry aged.
Yeah, so definitely, dude. Also, I'm going to be looking at my phone a lot because I have no one behind camera. I'm trying out some new camera equipment to make this thing run more efficiently. We're still having a little technical difficulties, but I think we're near the end of that. So just bear with me because we're probably going to pause this in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to go make sure the camera's still running, make sure everything's still rolling. So if you see a little delay or split, that's why. I'm trying to make it fully efficient, make sure everything's running good. But I think we crack into another one of these wings, dude.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah, I think you got to.
Oh, boy. I'm just starting to get my
That's the point.
feeling back in my tongue.
That's the point. You got to get back on the horse. All right. Bro, your tongue's numb right now, so you won't even taste it. Oh, you just feel its heat. Bro, the sauce is good, though. The flavor's good on it. It just, it's fucking hot. Yeah. If you guys are ever in New York by Bryce, I'm not gonna give you his address, but Roosters, what's it called? Rooster who?
I think it's just called Roosters.
Roosters. Go to Roosters, guys. Roosters wings or pizza. But they got good. Their wings are good. Like the wings are actually good. I like them. I'm a big wing guy.
Roosters, Wings, and Brew.
There you go. Yeah, when I lived in Knoxville, and I'm a big wing fanatic. We had this. There's a bar down there, and if anyone's familiar, living in Tennessee or Knoxville, Cool Beans is a bar, big time bar down there, and that I had a lot of good time down there. Have wings, and on Saturdays you can get these wings. They're like super crispy, and then they got these crispy crinkle cut fries, bro.
It sounds pretty good.
And like the hot sauce juice mixes in with them. Oh, dude, it's a game changer. Like, it's banging. And they're probably one of the top 5 wings I've ever had in my life.
I was never really a big wings guy. It was just like game day kind of thing for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. See, I could eat them all day, probably every day. Probably would die very young. But yeah, I'm definitely hot right now.
Yeah. The left side of my tongue's numb now.
Sweating. Look, bro, I'm actually sweating. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nose is running.
Butt's gonna be running later.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
After everything last night, plus this. It could be brutal.
What you got going on coming up? I mean, you got some interesting stuff coming up soon.
With the national championship coming up.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Like, how'd you qualify? Where'd you have to go to qualify? Did you kick ass? Did you suck? Like,
So we didn't really fish a lot of the bass events this year because it was getting hard to, with registration and stuff. It fills up so quick now. You can get waitlisted, and we kind of stayed away from it this year. So we fished the MLF Northeast Series. There's 2 of them in Smith Mountain Lake. We fished the first one. Unfortunately, we didn't do too great. It just happens. You got bad days on the water.
no, you just suck, bro.
I skipped my girlfriend's birthday to go.
Ex-girlfriend.
Ex now.
Lazy single.
So skipped her birthday to go fish this tournament. No practice. So Mountain Lake again, where we had just done pretty bad. Went over there. Day of. Everything just came together. We ended up winning the whole thing, which is pretty cool. That was like one of my last college events. That got us into the national championship, and now February we're headed down to Lake Tahoe, Florida. That should be fun. Get out of the snow for a little while.
What do you
Down
think?
in Florida.
You think you can win it realistically?
Realistically,
Like, what is your chance of winning, and what happens if you win?
I mean, if you win your national championship, you fight to get to the national championship all year long. So like that's the big one. That's what you're fighting.
So you
to get
pretty
to.
much couldn't compete in those big tournaments all year long, and you just backdoor all them fuckers.
I wouldn't say we backdoored anyone. Like we put our hours in. It was well deserved what we did.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like you just like, it's like, yeah, what's up?
Oh yeah, and we waited till the very end. We were the last people to weigh in that day, just to make sure we had it.
That's awesome. So like, what happened? Like, is there a payout when you win the national championship for like people competing in it?
I haven't even looked at what the payouts and stuff are for it. I don't really care about that. The title itself means more to me than any check ever would.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a huge accomplishment. So it's a 3-day tournament.
Yeah, and realistically, I think we can win it. I think we have the ability to win it. Are we gonna win it? I don't know.
What do you think your biggest competition would be there? Like, the circuit, so like who's gonna be there?
Probably the local guys, like whatever Florida teams are down there.
Because they probably fish them a good amount of times a year.
Yeah, it's like Smith Mountain Lake where we'd won it. I mean, Woody lives an hour away from there. It's not like he's never fished it before. Yeah. It's like there's events where you got the upper hand. There's events where you gotta make up some ground. I'm not saying we can't do it. It's not impossible. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're going there to win. Like we're showing up because we want to win.
Well, I hope you would go there to win, not to lose.
Yeah, you don't show up to fight for a top 10 or a top 20. You show up there to win.
Now that you caved, I can drink too.
I don't know. Like one of the stupidest things I ever did was when I got stuck on the boat on Smith Lake in Alabama. I ran out of gas, middle of the tournament. My co-angler rode in with another team to go weigh our fish. I was calling my buddies trying to get them to bring me gas out there because I'm just sitting there floating. Nobody else on the lake at that point. I mean, everybody else was running in to go weigh in. About 8:30 or so, it's starting to get dark out. They come bring me gas. Next thing you know, it's pitch black, and I'm running through a river channel. It had rained the nights before and stuff. There was floating timber everywhere. You can't see anything. I got no headlights on the boat or nothing. So I was keeping it calm. I was running about 50 mile an hour, just nice and smooth, just literally just locked on my graph, looking at the line, trying to stay on my previous lines and stuff. Next thing I know, I blow through a flock of geese.
Oh, I think you told me this, yeah.
Yeah. And thought it was a rock pile. It scared the shit out of me.
You want to talk about what happened to them geese?
There was a lot of feathers and blood everywhere, but that was about all I saw. The last thing they saw was the front of my boat.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to the best of us.
I couldn't see them. You can't see anything. You got 12-foot bluff walls on either side of you. You're running a river channel in the middle of the night. You can't see anything. There's no houses on the lake, like, with light. It was cloudy. Like, there wasn't even, like, moonlight or starlight.
I hear that. Dude, the first boat I ever owned, mind you, dude, I was like, whatever. Out of high school, I bought a 67 Chrysler V-Haul with a 72, a 9.5, 72, like the year 72, Evinrude. So this thing's old. And me and my buddies one time were like, we're just going to go booze cruise this thing. Like, we're not fishing. So for some reason, I took the trolling motor off. And I took the oars out of it. I wanted as much, this thing was small, I wanted as much room as possible for me and the boys just to
go hang out.
Yeah, go do some fun shit. Mind you, this thing only went 10 miles an hour. We launched the boat. We're in the middle of the lake now. And the shear pin just snaps on it. And then, mind you, I've had issues with this thing, shear pin snapping on it. So now we're just floating in the middle of the boat, or middle of the lake with this boat. The boat's on, like I'm trying to, it's just, the prop's not spinning. So we're just in this middle of this lake. I get towed back in. I freaking quick switch to shear pin because I had extra shear pins because this is a reoccurring thing that happens. And I fixed it and we went back out. But when I sold the boat to the guy, I didn't tell him about it. I was just trying to get rid of it. This is right before I moved to Tennessee. And the dude's like, dude, I'm going out to Canada, one of the lakes. The use this thing. I can't wait. And I was like, oh boy. Man. I was like, yeah, have fun. Deleted it and blocked his number instantly, dude. I felt so bad, but I was like, all right, dude. if you have that old of a boat, you probably should realize where you're going to take the damn thing out. Don't travel all over to Canada to fish with it. It's a 67 Chrysler V-Haul with a 72 Evinrude on the back. Like, how
Yeah.
reliable do you think that thing could actually be?
I don't know. You're talking to a guy that's had a million boat issues in his life.
Yeah.
Mainly with my trailer.
But you never had a 67 Chrysler with a 72 freaking two-stroke.
No, I know better than that.
Yeah, well, I was in, like I said, at a high school. Guy wanted $1,000 for it. I thought boat chicks, boats nose, out fishing. Like I was like, let's do it. It was fun though. That boat was, dude. We had through a lot of parties. One time we had like 10 people on the boat.
They say every new boat comes with new friends.
Yeah, that's true, dude, and that is true. Like, dude, when you get a boat, everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to tell you when to take your boat out.
Yeah.
And what to do with your boat.
Exactly, because they think that it's their boat now.
No, yeah, exactly. That's the one thing I do hate about having a boat. Sometimes, like, people you don't even know, be like, oh, we should go on your boat. I've actually had people text me, like, hey, we should go on your boat today.
Oh, yeah, I've had that happen plenty of times.
I don't know where it, like, happened, like, where that comes down the line where it's like, oh, we're going to use your boat.
Or my favorite
or
is...
they don't even offer you gas for your boat.
Yeah, my favorite is when you see someone you haven't seen in a while, and they're like, "Oh, when are you taking me fishing?" It's like, dude, I haven't. We've never hung out.
Dude, I can't stand that. It's like, yo, when you take me fishing, I go like I'm there like as much as possible. Like, how about you just show up or text me, like, or hang out with me or do something with me, then we can actually go do it. I'm not just gonna hit you up to go fishing.
Yeah, no, I never text anybody
I don't
to go
need
fishing.
You to fish.
Like, if somebody says, "Oh, do you want to go fishing?" and I'm like already doing it, I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, come on."
I'll text you next week. Hey, we should go fishing.
Yeah.
We should go fishing sometime.
Dude, I would go out on a day like today in the snow.
It's actually not bad outside. Yesterday was colder, I felt, because of the wind.
Yeah.
Today's like just snowing. Yeah. I want to go snowboarding soon.
Oh, you're going to have the chance. Creek just posted a thing that they were about to open.
The thing is, like, I like to snowboard. Like, I like it. I have fun with it. But that's not, like, if I didn't live up north, I don't think I would snowboard.
Yeah. No.
I do it to pass time.
It's like there's a million other things I'd rather do.
Like, if it was warm all year around here, I would much rather be out on the water.
Yeah, 100%.
Snowboarding's cool and it's fun.
I enjoy it. Like, I'll go do it, but it's like a time-to-time thing for me. Like, I think I only went 3 times last year.
I went out west last year. That was sick.
Yeah, I got to go 2 years ago.
I went to Breckenridge, and, like, being from Pennsylvania, I never even thought I'd be out west. I mean, I know it's not full west, but I mean, I guess when you consider it snowboarding, it's out west. It's more west than I've ever been, and I mean, it was awesome. Being in a ski town, like on like I guess like a vacation or a ski trip, is probably one of the coolest things ever.
It's like a different world.
Cause like, dude, the mountains all close by like 4:00 usually, and then like you just go out, you like come home, rest, do what you gotta do your little thing, whether it's drink or get yourself a little head vacation, whatever you gotta do. I'm for it all, and go out at night and just enjoy the people, the vibes. I mean, it's immaculate. When I was in Breckenridge, they had the like the national championship for like ice sculpting. Sponsored by Toyota TRD. Cool. I'll show you pictures. Actually, I'll pop some up right now. But they had like the TRD, like chiseled out like ice, and then they had like all these like other cool designs and stuff like that. I have them. Like I said, I'll pop them up here and show you guys some of them. But it was. I don't even know where I would start to do that. Like I'd break that's a big ass chunk of ice first off.
Yeah, it's one thing like carving wood, and you see the guys do it with the chainsaw.
I mean, that's a
whole
whole other art in itself. That's amazing too.
And then you get ice, you chip it the wrong way or break it the wrong way.
Yeah, like what do? You can't erase that once it's broken off. Like you have to be so talented that like, all right, if I screw up, then like this is how I maneuver that screw up.
Yeah.
In my eyes, that's what you would do.
I don't know. I'm not a very good artist or anything like that.
Yeah,
so
me either.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
The crazy thing is, you would think I was because of like what I do, but I'm actually so bad at drawing. Like all my stuff I do is like I taught graphic design shit. Like I can't freehand anything.
Yeah, no.
Everything's like online, on the internet, computer, whatever you want to call it.
Gotta use your resources.
And look, I've made some cool designs. I'm not saying they're the best, but I mean, shit. I like to keep everything simple. That's my style, though, so I don't ever want anything like too complex. But if I ever need something complex, I got a few people I can hit up. So
There you go. That's all you need.
that's the best thing about having connections. I actually want to get some artists on here, talk shop,
That'd be pretty cool.
because like I mean, I don't know about you, but I love art. I think art's one of the coolest things.
Yeah, when you find something that's like your style or like fits what you like and everything, like some art, I'm like,
Yeah, some, but
matter.
like I think like outdoors art's really
Yeah.
cool.
When you see something like that you're into or you like, and it's done up right, pretty
Like that
awesome
girl,
to see.
Like the girl I showed you yesterday, her artwork.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that girl's
was cool.
talented. I actually told her, I was like, you're extremely talented. I'd as much as I would like to buy a piece of art from her right now. I don't think it's in the funds, but
maybe one day.
maybe one day we could do something cool, maybe a collaboration, and then I can do something for her.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, sorry, I can't afford you right now. Well, I can, but like I feel like me spending that on artwork right now would be the dumbest thing for me. As much as I want a picture, I want a picture of me holding that PB bass. I think it'd be so sick with her style. Maybe I need to catch a bigger bass though. I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
you're spending that much, you might want to like.
But it's a PB.
10.
It's a 8.5 pound bass in PA. Like that's hard
Yeah.
to up north. That's hard to do. I mean, people go down to Florida and can't even do that sometimes, or anywhere. And
I've never broke 8.
I can't officially say it was 8, but the proof's in the pudding, guys. Anyone who says otherwise is just hating. My dad, Big Joe, if you're watching, you're a dang hater, son.
He don't believe you on it.
He still don't believe me. When I texted him, he said, "God damn, if I could pull up the receipts right now, I would, but I don't know if I still have them." But then, like, when I started like talking about it, and, like, did the calculations because Marshall, he told me there was like this calculator thing online. So I kind of just like took the girth of my hands. I did get the length because the guy there had a measuring tape, and on YouTube you can hear him say 23 inches. It was in the spawn, so this thing was.
Yeah,
She
fatty.
was loaded with eggs. I mean, the belly on it was insane. I'm gonna pop the picture up. You guys can be the guess, or you guys can guess the weight. I said it may have been heavier than 8 pounds because I was a strength coach and I've handled weights for a long time, and it felt like, I mean, it was big, and I felt 10-pound plates multiple times, and I felt like they were equivalent. I could be wrong. I could be off. It could have been more, or it could have been less. But I know it was at least 8 pounds. There's no way anyone else can tell me any differently.
It was definitely a stud for sure. I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, the titties were definitely tittying. I'm gonna start using that one more. I think that's hilarious. Like I think I've seen it on like TikTok or something like that. Speaking of freaking TikTok,
Banned.
I'm having some severe issues with TikTok right now. And if anyone can help me out, I think I'm fucked. Like, I'm definitely fucked. They're on to me. You can't post anything on there. So, I posted a picture of a buck that someone caught, yeah. They put down, but you couldn't see nothing. It was just like a post picture. We've been doing this for our whole generation of living. Like, for all I know, like, my uncles, my cousins, whoever put down a buck or whatever, like, they've taken pictures with it. There's nothing wrong with that. Apparently TikTok thinks there's something wrong with that. They suspended me. I finally got my account back, and I posted on Vince's TikTok. Now, me and Vince just trash talk each other. That's what we do. All I said was, "You ugly," on there. And it suspended me again for violating some kind of code. I'm like, what did I violate? Tell me what I violated.
It's stupid. I don't even use TikTok anymore.
It's the
I just
dumbest
use, like,
app in the world.
Instagram Reels and YouTube.
Like, I don't understand how. I don't understand how you can like be shaking your ass on there or promoting your OnlyFans account, but I can't post something that's so legal to do. Like you're legally allowed. You have to pay money to kill a deer or shoot a deer, and then you eat it. You have to pay money to get tags to hunt for alligators. If you want to hunt a python, they're invasive. You can go out and hunt them legally, and you have to do it if you catch one. Like, all this shit. If I put up a picture of a fish, sometimes they'll censor that. Like, what the hell?
It's crazy.
What are they trying to accomplish on that? What are they trying to say? Don't go in the outdoors. Don't have fun.
Pretty much.
Shake your ass on TikTok. Like, spend more time inside and be sexual.
It's stupid, and it's like all the kids now that are wrapped up in it too, seeing this, and it's like, okay, you're taking away the stuff they should be doing.
Yeah, dude. There's like young people doing things they shouldn't be doing, and like I'm not for that because I don't want to see that. So get it off my For You page.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a pedophile.
Show me the fishing videos and all that, like the stuff I want.
They won't even push that stuff out anymore. Like it's very rare. It's so hard. Like you can't even really post like that type of stuff on there, and that's why like I don't even care. Like I don't ever stage any of my content. Like anything I make, it's pretty much just me capturing the lens. So like I don't want that. Like I don't really like make like sometimes I'll make some funny stuff if I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, oh, this would be funny. Like, but it's always just like indirect. Usually it's towards somebody.
Yeah.
It's usually subliminal. Like I'm a very subliminal person. Like I like to keep people guessing just because like I feel like a lot of people have always wondered what I did because my brain is like has a mind of its own, and I just do random shit sometimes just to get a reaction out of people because I think it's funny. So that's what I do. Just odd individual that just likes to fish. Happens to own a business. But
yeah, it sucks that they have to block that stuff out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's weird. It's a weird time, and I don't even care. Like the whole cancel culture thing. Like it's all weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, careful. You're gonna get canceled for talking about being canceled.
Well, come get me, bitch. Like I'm not scared of it. Like I know some people are, but I mean, I think if you make yourself like not susceptible to that stuff, I don't think it can realistically happen. Yeah, they could take your platform away, but I mean, if they take your platform away, you make a big enough stink, people are going to hear about it, and they're going to make a stink about it. So it's like, you just fight for what you believe in, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not like there's no
slippery slope.
Yeah, like I'm not a bad person. Like I think a lot of cool things. I do a lot of cool things. I do a lot of good for people. I don't ever talk about it. Like Thanksgiving, I always do food drives. Christmas, we always adopt families, and I'll tell you why we adopt families. I don't know if I ever told you this, but when I was younger, my mom was in a really bad car accident, and my dad was working, and her medical bills were crazy. So like my parents didn't have enough money to have a Christmas for me and my sister. So like they were too busy wrapped up. You know, my mom almost died in a car accident. So a family adopted us, and we had a Christmas of our lifetime. So the following year, when my mom and dad were back up on their feet, they always made an effort to pay it forward and do it. And I never knew this until I was older. So then when I was old enough to afford to be able to buy people gifts, I always tried to give back.
Sorry you had to go through all that, but
I mean, I didn't know any of it because I was young. I was maybe like.
It's good that like you took a negative situation though, made it positive, and are giving back because of it.
Dude, and I love it, honestly. Like I've always loved like helping people out, and like I said, I don't ever want like recognition for it. But, like, I don't think that someone can judge somebody by what they do or say and then say, oh, they're a horrible person. But there's also, I do a lot of good out of the good being of my heart. Not just because, like, oh, this is a PR move. Like, I don't ever give a shit. Like, you probably no one even knew I did what I do.
Yeah.
I think last year we did, like, $5,000 worth of toys or some shit like that.
That's awesome, though, to be able to give back and do that.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
especially for someone who went through it, too.
Yeah, and a lot of these kids are like people that like I think last year like there was one of the families that like the mom died and then like the dad died or something like that, so they didn't even have it, like very back to back, like very close to like, and like that's traumatic enough. Imagine not having a Christmas as well. Like, so wait, Santa Claus don't love me? Like, what's going on? And so it's like, no, I mean if I can do anything to help people out, like I'm 100% gonna do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's the way you should do it.
Yeah, I mean. I believe in just like paying it forward always, in anything you do. I mean, but the other two things I really like to do is Thanksgiving and Christmas, because like they're two big holidays that I mean I think mean a lot, being with family and friends. So we really try to be proactive on that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I mean it's like the season of being thankful and giving.
Yeah, I hate getting gifts. Like I absolutely hate it. My buddy Willie actually just sent me in a gift. Hillbilly Willie, shout out Hillbilly Willie. And he sent me a gift, and he told me he was sending me a gift, and I just told him, I was like, I appreciate it and all, but like you don't need it. No one needs to do that to me. Like even just now, like my mom will ask me what I want for Christmas because obviously like I have me and my sister, and like you can even like I'll get her own one day, but like I'll wait till like the last minute because I don't really want her to buy. I can buy whatever I want. You know what I mean? Not like anything I want, but like anything I really want, I can get. And like I don't need someone to give me a gift for on a one day just to show their appreciation. Like I surround myself with people I appreciate and they appreciate me, so it's like I don't really need that.
Like the recognition.
Yeah, I don't need that. Like now, if you want to give me a gift, I'll tell you what you want, but I won't. But at the same time, like no one needs to give me a gift. I honestly, as a kid, like like kid birthday parties where like opening gifts in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate that. Because I feel like everyone's like looking for your reaction to see like what you're gonna do.
Yeah, what if you don't like it?
What if you don't like the gift? Or what if you already have it? What do you say? Like, I obviously say thank you and you're very thankful, but your first initial reaction's like they're looking for, they want that money reaction, you know what I mean? Because they just spent money on your gift.
I know, and it's like, what do you
want me to do? It's so awkward. So like,
and you're young, you don't know any better.
At a certain age, I was just like, I would like take the gifts. I would just hide in my room, and I would just like try and bypass like opening gifts in front of people. I thought it was a weird concept. As you get older, you don't have to do it, but I know as a kid, it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
Oh yeah, and then like you get one cool gift, and like you have a crazy reaction, and then you open somebody else's, and it's like, oh,
yeah, it's
an
like
avocado.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's an avocado. Exactly though. It's like, or it's like, oh, Johnny has one of these home and he loves it. I'm like, I hate Johnny. Like,
I remember one time when I was little, I had like a toy truck that I loved, and somebody got me the same one. I'm like, oh, thanks. Now I have two of them or something like that.
Yeah, it's like,
and it's like I didn't really like. I was excited about it. I thought it was cool, but like the person who got it for me was like, oh, like I'm sorry, like I didn't know you already had.
Yeah,
one.
but then you're like, no, it's fine. I have two.
Yeah, now I got two.
It's not a big deal. It's just like, it's just such a weird concept. I think like, if I ever have a kid, I'm just gonna take the gifts. I'm like, yeah, we'll open them later.
Yeah,
I'll save him the hassle or her that hassle of having to deal with that anxiety of opening gifts in front of people. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, especially like being that little, you don't know any better.
With that being said, dude,
having reactions and shit.
That being said, I'm a pretty good gift giver.
Yeah,
I like to buy gifts for people that are like, I won't like something they'll use multiple times. Like, I really think about the gift. Like, all right, what does this person actually need or want? Like, what do they want? What do they need? Like, what can they benefit from? So, like, I'll give you, like, an example, like, shoes. I love buying shoes for people for gifts because, like, dude, think about how many times you're going to wear them shoes.
All the time.
Or if, like, I would give you, like, a gift card to, like, Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that. That's a one-time thing. It's a one-time meal.
Yeah. I mean, shoes, every day you're wearing shoes, you got to put them on in the morning.
I guess we'll wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys want some Pineside gear, you know, that's the proud sponsor, the only sponsor of the podcast.
For now.
Go get yourself some Pineside gear. Use code Pinecast. Get yourself 15% off at checkout. And, yeah, have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys next time.
Later, everybody.
Peace out, motherfuckers.